fan or watching Snap weren't good for my mental health. The things that I see on a daily basis be on a daily mount. For real.
Yeah.
Drum and bass.
Got a bomb in the house, baby. The weatherman. The weatherman.
Sorry about that.
The weatherman.
They're changing their name.
What the fuck did you do?
Bomb's changing.
Yeah, they're changing their name.
Who? The bomb weather?
Yeah.
What?
Bureau of Meteorology.
That's what I was going
Really?
for. Yeah, they're changing their name.
Do you know what?
Because of me.
Oh, did you copyright him?
Nah, I didn't copyright him. They just went, he's way too big for us.
Oh. There's, you know, on
Okay,
SoundCloud, your Be With Me is actually on the B.O.M account and not in your actual. Is there like
it's hard because like Spotify, if you change your name, you lose all your followers and you lose all your likes and your streams and everything.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
change your name.
Really?
Yeah.
The
I don't know
fuck?
why they can't just literally change your name, but it's all like metadata stuff.
okay?
Yeah.
And yeah, so we've just come to the conclusion that it's just B.O.M on Spotify now. It's just staying like that.
Oh, okay, got you.
But SoundCloud, I don't know why it didn't. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh well, you know what? It's one of my favorite tunes in the year, and episode 72.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep,
72. Yeah, and we
72.
welcome Bomb on the show. How you feel, mate? You happy to be here?
Yeah, I'm running on 1 hour sleep, so it's a good time.
And a fat burger, eh?
That was a fat burger.
Fat burger.
I love that. That was hectic. What
Love
was
it.
it called again? Give
Hood
a shout
burger.
out.
Hood burger, mate. Shout out to Hood burger, eh?
Sponsor us.
One of our favorites.
Fuck,
yeah.
please sponsor us. That would be lovely.
I'll happily get fat if I got a sponsorship.
Dude, that was actually, we don't have good burger shops like back where I'm from, so that was good.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about yourself to the viewers, mate, because we know all about you, but
Yeah.
some people
Age,
might not.
name, where you from?
Age, name.
We'll start with those three.
Yeah.
24, looking 15. But it is what it is. Name's Cameron. BOM. Been DJing since I was 16, producing since I was 18.
Nice.
And yeah, fucking drum and bass for the past year and a half. I used to be dubstep, trap, rhythm before that.
Because that's when I first found you. You did a collab with Banksy.
Yeah,
Both
yeah,
of them,
yeah.
yeah.
I've done Advance as well.
Yep.
You guys know Advance. And Leatrix as well. And stuff like that. But I just sort of fell out of love with dubstep during COVID. 'Cause
Yeah.
we weren't really doing anything, not playing shows. And I was like, Elliot, my manager, was like, oh, challenge you to make another genre. And I didn't want to like make house or anything like that. I was like, I'll stick to bass.
Yeah.
And the drum and bass was like coming through. It was funny. It was actually a vibe chemistry track, Absolute, with like Local and Traumatic and all that I
Yep.
heard. And I was like, oh, I could do something like that.
Yep.
And then started writing some just chill as pretty shit drum and bass. And then started trying to make some hard shit. And then I hit up the same MCs like Local and like FernQuest and stuff and just sent them a bunch of stuff. And yeah, fell in love with drum and bass from then. It's just so much better.
Yeah. So how long have you been producing drum and bass for, you reckon?
Year and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
And
bro.
I literally started at the back end of COVID. So it would have been at the back end of last year.
That's wild,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Yeah. And your producing is like a lot better than other people that have been in the D&B scene for a lot longer, I reckon.
Yeah, it's kind of like a really simple transition from
Yep.
dubstep. Because like I see a lot of like dubstep and trap and rhythm guys try and make drum and bass, and they like incorporate all their like dubstep sounds into it. It sounds some of them sound cool, but it's
Yeah.
like you can't really. If you're gonna get make
totally
drum and bass,
different.
yeah, it's totally different. So like I went down the path for like the back end of last year to like really learn just like drum and bass sounds and try and get away from like the dubstep rhythm sounds. They are similar like when you actually like sound designing and stuff, but then there's like a certain finesse to like drum and bass.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what made you want to like produce that high end drum and bass?
Oh, dude, I want to make all drum and bass.
Bass, yeah.
Like that's why I love drum and bass so much. It's like there is like, oh God, how many subgenres
Oh, like
within
jump
yeah,
up,
You got jump
jungle.
up, jungle. You got breaks. You got liquid.
yeah.
You got rollers. You got and then you just dance floor. You got your festival stuff, and it just keeps going.
Heavy shit. Yeah.
Radio stuff, like all the TikTok stuff that's coming out now, like Vibe Chemistry and Alchemist, all those, like all that lewd as well.
Yep.
It's just like TikTok friendly stuff. Like
It's hard to say now a lot of the D&B tracks that actually got millions and millions of listens, like what do you class as mainstream? Because a lot of it is now, like I wouldn't say a lot of Vibe Chemistry is mainstream, but I guess other people would.
It's because once like drum and bass came into like the zeitgeist, like again, because it sort of went away for a little while. Like obviously like the diehard fans loved it, but
Yeah.
like dubstep was in for how long? Like since
Years, bro.
you know, exactly right.
I think I was
Easily
like
from like 2016 to
Yeah.
like the start of COVID.
Yeah.
It was like peak.
we're all dubstep heads here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We've all
then-
come from dubstep scene, yeah.
And then but it came back in during COVID, like K9 blew it up.
Yeah.
K9
Yeah.
like here was like
And friction.
and friction,
yeah.
and then And then
I guess Andy C was always there as well.
Yeah, all the Dons, like the Dons were always there. But yeah, they sort of like K9 came onto the scene. It was like, holy shit, who's this bloke? Like pumping at Suki as well. Suki was always around.
He was.
And
Turno,
then
AMC,
oh bro,
all those boys.
I think that's the one. I didn't like drum and bass for a long time, but I always knew of Andy C.
Yeah. Yeah,
and everyone that was dubstep head still went to the Andy C show. Yeah. He would still sell out every time he came here.
Yeah, Godfather.
Yeah, he's the Godfather.
No, when he's that Ivy show he did in Sydney.
Right, the one he played 3.5 hours here in Perth. He went longer than he was meant to. He didn't want to stop. He loved it, bro. Yeah. But it's crazy that he mixed vinyl as well.
At Ivy, like I've never seen a vinyl setup, and to like sit there and watch like on like Ivy stages. Pretty big, but the actual table itself is not that big, and they just had vinyls there. I was like, oh shit, this guy's
it's kind of interesting. It's like those tractor ones, eh? It's not like proper vinyl, but like it's still mixing like a vinyl, eh? Yeah. It's fucking wild to me,
It's wild to watch, like me, like I'm so CDJs and everything like that. I'm like, and that's still hard at sometimes. Then you just see this bloke rock up with vinyl, and it's just like, no worries, bro. Just
it's alright, you're the king.
You literally, that's why he's the Godfather.
Different breed.
But yeah, drum and bass, man, fuck. I love it.
It's crazy for me because like I've always been dubstep, and then I went to bassline, and and now I'm just like a mixture of D&B and bassline. But recently, in the past few weeks, because I'm trying to make a D&B mix, all I'm listening to is just
you're just a UK boy at heart, huh? You're just a UK boy.
Yeah, I'm UK boy. Yeah, and I love my AJ Tracy and that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So,
but like, see, I got really into grime like 16, 17, like early Stormzy, JME,
yes, bro.
P Money, like now P Money's on P Money on drum and bass.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming in a few weeks.
Yeah. And I was like, because I heard him when he was doing his grime stuff, and now he's on drum and bass. I'm like, dude, like,
when I was
love to work with P Money.
When I was 18, He played at my first Hidden. He was like the second act.
Oh, true. He did. Yeah,
and that was grime.
Keizo?
That was. Huh?
Was Keizo on that one?
Nah, the one before that. He was grime. He wasn't like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
it was crazy.
Yeah, when grime was huge, JME, and then all the fire in the booths with. Do you remember those?
Yeah. And who's he playing with? Whiny.
Yeah.
Right. I've never really heard of him, mate.
He just blew up making stuff with P Money. Like that's all his big stuff is with P Money.
Like a duo now, kind of like a package. Yeah.
That's like what I want to do with like local is like he's from Wales.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's from Wales. True. And same thing, like I make most of his stuff. Or we make stuff together. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, let's just fucking
do a tour.
Because he's blowing up. He's doing all festivals over there and stuff. So.
Yeah, sick. What the fuck? I didn't know he was from Australia. That's crazy.
No, Wales.
Oh, Wales. Oh.
Not New South Wales.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
Wales.
I didn't get Sydney. The Wales. Yeah, got you.
UK boy. But yeah, it's interesting. It's growing in Australia, which is great. Because as I said, it's dipped away for a little while. As you guys saw, like dubstep, rhythm, all that came flying through, and now it's sort of gone a bit down. And
kind of stagnant.
It always goes like that, but like music always goes up and down. Like it's like, think about it, Skrillex, when Skrillex first came out, dubstep was massive, and then it sort of went away, and then it came back again, and then it's gone back away, and it will come back again.
It's like dubstep's like, it's gone to like a different kind of sound now. Like I don't really hear any heavy shit anymore. It's all like that future rhythm and that like.
I can't stand it, bro.
Yeah, bro, I can't stand it either.
I hate future rhythm,
and then like, you know, it's kind of crazy. It's crazy though when you know a future rhythm artist and you watch them and they play heavy, and it's like, where are you pulling this from? Like, why aren't you releasing this?
It was funny as so Ace Aura is like a He's a mix. He does release heavy stuff, but I knew him more for like melodic stuff. Yeah. And then he played in Sydney and he like rinsed it, and I was like,
yeah,
dude.
Well, we watched Sizzy.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, rhythm, like my whole time. I just looked at him like a rhythm like an artist, and he was like dropping like, it sounded like a heavy version of Sudden Death, bro. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he's a don.
He's incredible, bro. It was the best I've ever seen, hands down.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, hands down.
Where was that at?
Villa. It was like, he was like the first stop at the tour on Friday.
Sick. Yeah, no,
incredible.
Sizzy, he played Sydney as well. Sizzy, I think that was the
Neonics
and Bad Class show.
Yeah, we had the exact same show here.
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's dirty.
What questions you got, mate?
I got a few, mate.
All right.
Should we do the Instagram questions first?
Yeah, pump them out.
All right. So, first question from Jord: biggest fuck up while DJing?
Oh, dude, there's been a lot.
What's the one that really in your memory?
Like recently, I'll do the most recent one. So I've never used 3000s before.
Oh, really?
And this was, I played Wollongong like a month.
You got 3000s in Wollongong.
Yeah. Dude.
What?
So they had two 3000s and two 2000Xs.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had no idea how to use 3000s. Like I plugged my USB in and I could not find my USB on the 3000s because like I'm so used to just scrolling and banging there they are, and I couldn't find them. I'm like to the promoter, I was like, how do you where's the USBs? And he's like, oh, they're like, he showed me and I still had no fucking idea. I might have been a little bit drunk at this time, but I was like, and then they're fucking like, they got an iPad on them. Like,
Yeah, bro.
and it's all touchscreen and I had no idea it was touchscreen. So I'm playing a song and I accidentally touched it and it stopped the music.
Oh.
And I was like, thank God I had 2000Xs on each side. Otherwise I was like,
Did you just use them after that?
I used them the whole time, and as one was playing, I'm trying to work out how to use this 3000, and I was like, shit. But then even last night in Brizzy, they had 3000s, and I was fine. I worked it all out. But the mixer, it's the new mixer.
Oh, is it hard to use?
It looks like a fucking spaceship. Dude, it's like 900 mixer, right? You go FX, turn it, put it onto whatever channel it is, and you just, that's it, you're done. This one, you have to press a button, and then press another button to activate it, and then use it, and then it was like, instead of just being a normal filter, it was like high pass, low pass. And then it was like, just give me a filter. I don't need...
So it was like hard to navigate?
Yeah, they were just like... And it was a 6-channel too.
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Yeah. And I was like, I get it. I get what Pioneer's trying to do. I get it. But you had it. At night, you just had it. Just
So
like...
you're doing too much now.
You're doing too much now.
Yeah, you're not AMC.
No, God, no. That's what... And it was... Yeah, I don't know.
Love the 3000s, bro.
Yeah, we
3000s are sick.
here,
Now that I know how to use them.
where we're at now, they actually have a room for 3000s, 3 of them.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, so we just like, it's like 35 an hour. Just book it.
I think I overthought it when I was in there, like standing in front of them, because it was just, as I said, I was pretty drunk. And it was like, intimidating, this big iPad thing looking at me. I'm like, oh shit, it's touchscreen.
Yeah, well, the court has all 3000s, and last year's Filth birthday, Damon was like, oh, they just bought the new 3000s, and everyone was like shitting themselves, like they're like, oh, can you just get 2000? Then we don't know how to use it, and then like the boys like searching how many hertz you need for each song, otherwise it's not going to work, which is complete bullshit.
It is bullshit. Yeah.
Every song, every tune you use will work on those. Yeah. And then
as long as you have a WAV file, you'll be sweet.
And then ended up the hen house got these right before it. Come in here, I'm like, bro, these are the easiest. Like, you don't even have to fucking DJ, bro. It's literally the easiest thing I've ever had to use in my life. Hey,
the best feature they did, was sorry, it's like you guys played on RX before, like what they use at Your Shot, the controller thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, the waveforms overlap each other. Yeah, they have that on the 3000 now. I never noticed that until
if you click, it goes back to the lines. I prefer the lines, but yeah, I do like the waves as well.
Last night I was like, oh, that's what that is. Because I was watching it and I'm going, what is that? Is that the next song like in the list? And then it was moving. I was like, no, that wasn't the one that's playing. I'm like, oh, you can actually line them up.
Yeah.
Not that we use that, boys, because we use our ears, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah, that's right.
I don't use beat sync at all.
Why'd they put that on there?
It's crazy that they're making DJing easier now, like, which is like a bit, I don't know like how to feel about it. Like, I'm happy about it because it means I can mix faster as a DJ.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it's now going to be very easy for people to mix as well.
Well, that's like the only thing I'd say about Your Shot is I wish they taught them on CDJs. Because now that I run shows in Sydney, I went to Your Shot, I judged Your Shot, played Your Shot, love Your Shot. But when they finished, they don't know how to use CDJs. And that's what clubs have.
Yeah.
So they all freak out, all the contestants. They're like, oh, I've never used CDJs before. I'm like, it's not really that much different. It's like, just the only difference is you don't see the waveform on top of each other. That's the only thing I wish, like, all these new people coming through. Literally, because, like, I'd be judging them. I'm like, oh, you got, like, you're really good. Like, you dubstep, whatever. I was like, you guys want to, like, after this, like, you want some gigs at, like, some shows and, like, we'll get you into the scene and everything. They're like, yep. And I'm like, you guys know how to use CDJs? And they're like, no. And they all freak out. They're like, oh, no, like, we really want to play, but, like, we don't know how to use CDJs. I'm like,
well, like, you know, and it's like, I'm not going to teach you. Like, that's what you got to do.
Well, exactly right. Yeah.
And, like, that's the thing I tell people that want to learn to DJ, right? I'm like, buy like those XGJ 900s, like those little ones. Yeah. Or just to see like a CDJ, like what's the CDJ 900s, the old one?
Yeah, the 900s.
Just the old ones because they only have the cubes.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to learn on.
And I played a show with those before.
Yeah, like I've played multiple shows with them, but now all the decks in Perth don't have them anymore. But when I first started, that was all we had. And that's I think the best way to learn is because you have to actually use your ears.
Exactly right. Yeah.
And I still have the lines now, but I still use my headphones just in case because you never fucking know.
Yeah. I always use like CDJ mode on the CDJs and just turn the wheel. Like I hate vinyl because I've another horror story was like I've been mixing when you have it on vinyl mode and if you touch it, it stops. Yeah. So like you meant to use the side, but like I always tend to touch the top, so it stops the song and it ruins like me trying to mix it in. So you put on CDJ mode and I just turn the top all the time. I don't even use the waveform. But
Yeah, well, I'd like to teach people how to DJ, but yeah, I feel like it's just too easy now. Like you don't even need help.
nah.
It's just a tutorial on YouTube now.
Well, when I first started to learn how to DJ, me and my mate from school, like we were BOM together.
Yeah.
And then he taught me how to DJ. He rocked up to school one day and he was like, "Hey, you seen Pitch Perfect?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You know that mix she does, like of I would walk 500 miles and like titanium or whatever?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I redid that." And I was like, "What do you mean you redid that?" And he showed me how he did it. He had this little like $200 mixer from JB Hi-Fi and like Virtual DJ Pro.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
was-
wow.
Yeah. And so he was like, "Oh, can you teach me how to do that?" And that's how we learned. We used to sit in like the library for like recess and lunch
And just like doing on the
and
mix.
just like learn how to DJ and shit.
Well, that's how I learned those little 2-channel mixes with Serato.
Oh, mad, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I tell like people are like, "Oh, what deck should I buy? I just want to DJ." And they're looking at CDJs. I'm like, buy a controller first.
Yeah.
And if you'd like it after that, then you start forking out money.
That's what we did. Yeah, then we started doing like house parties in our area, and then we just saved up all our money and we got CDJs.
Yeah. Do you still have them?
Oh yeah, but they're trash.
They're old now.
Dude, no, like they still work. I mean, the Q buttons don't work, and so like the BPM slider. There's no button. That there's like a little metal thing sticking out
Like
of it.
a rod?
Yeah, so it still works if you like go like that, but they're trash. Like I've been played many parties where I've literally had one of my old mates from school stand there blind out of his mind and just pour a whole bottle of like alcohol on my CDJs. Now, lucky they're like splash proof and like they're like waterproof to a certain extent, so it didn't stuff them up. But yeah, he just stood there and he was just like,
Why did he do that?
He was just cooked.
Wait, I've seen knobs come up with people put Starburst on them to use them.
Yeah,
Starburst. Yeah.
that's pretty hectic.
Any next question?
Yeah. Next question
me up.
from Charlie. What's your spirit animal?
Oh, I love wolves.
True.
I do get wolf life.
I love wolves, but also there's a really close second, leopard seals.
leopard seals.
That's so random, but cool.
No. So like at the zoo in Sydney, Taronga, they had. Well, I remember when we first went for like school, like primary school, when they go on excursions and shit. They were like, you had to pick your favorite animal, and wolves weren't there because they don't have wolves, and so I was like, fucking the leopard seal, bro. It was
like
hectic.
Was like a baby, like a
What
big.
the fuck even is a leopard?
You know what a leopard seal is, bro?
They
It's a
got-
seal,
they
but
got
it's like
prints on 'em.
Yeah, it's got like the leopard prints on them, and they're like fucking alpha. Like they
There's
fuck shit up.
There's a meme of them.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
they're the ones that eat the penguins.
And they
Yeah.
throw them in the fucking sky.
yeah.
bro. But then they get bitched by like killer whales. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
They're pretty gangster looking, eh?
yeah, they are.
Yeah, true.
They had one at Taronga. They don't have it anymore, and I was so upset.
Oh, that's my life over.
Yeah, no, literally. No, but if it was spirit animal, yeah, wolves. I love
Wolves?
wolves.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you're right. I do get wolf side.
That's why, like,
Definitely a Jacob guy.
100%.
Team Jacob.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm the same.
No, I got a German Shepherd at home, and he looks like a fucking wolf. He's got like yellow eyes and everything.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's why I was gonna get a husky because that's the closest thing you can get to a wolf. That's not a wolf. And then huskies don't go too well in the Australian heat.
No.
Sydney wouldn't be that hot, eh?
It gets pretty hot, dude.
Oh,
In Penrith, I think was it the summer that just went or the summer before, we were at one stage the hottest place on earth.
oh, true. Really?
Yeah, for a whole day. It was like 48 something degrees.
I think we hit 151 last year.
No, we didn't last year.
Did we?
No.
Oh, we've hit 50 before.
We have in the past, but yeah. Not like it's in like a certain spot.
I think we have hit 50 actually.
Yeah, it would be. It's not like the
I
whole
have
thing
to
is
look
50.
it
It's
up.
like you have to be in one spot.
Yeah. That's like Penrith. Like at one stage, it was on at that time. For I don't know how long it was. Could have been like a minute or something. But it was the hottest place on earth.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck that.
And we're just chilling.
I
I'm
hate
such a
the heat.
bitch with heat, bro.
I hate heat.
I like
Especially at
swimming.
night. Yeah.
I love swimming, but I just hate the heat in general.
At night, I can't do it.
Nah, neither, bro. I have to have a fan.
Yeah, I need to have a fan or the aircon or something because I can't sleep. I sweat like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly
you guys
the
will
same.
see. You guys will see today at the show. Like, I don't help myself. I wear jeans and shit. I should
Yeah.
really stop wearing
Yeah.
jeans.
The boardies, mate.
Oh, dude.
Every time I DJ,
Speedos.
I
Rashi on the stage with Rashi
Yeah.
and boardies.
bro, every time I DJ,
the zinc across here.
I tell people to bring their own headphones because I sweat too much. But I always forget to bring a sweat towel, eh?
Well, last night, the Seki got me a towel.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
I was
Don.
like, I love you. Like, he's like, here you go, bro. I was like, thank
Yeah.
you. Like, this is the best present I've ever got. People bring me alcohol. I'm like, no, give me the towel.
yeah. I've seen people go up DJ and they don't sweat. I'm like, fuck you, eh? Like,
not having a good enough time.
like how you
Facts.
how you not sweating, bro? Like,
See, I feel like having my own little dance fucking party on there, bro. I go crazy. It's
especially
really
with
bad.
energy from the crowd.
Oh,
you just can't
dude.
help yourself,
No
eh?
way. I was like, do you remember that classic video of Guetta at Tomorrowland when he's obviously he's peeking off his fucking head. Have you seen it? And he's sitting there just staring at the crowd. He's at Tomorrowland playing main stage, and he's off his head, and he's like.
I think I have seen it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I think so.
I couldn't do that.
Nah, I couldn't stand still.
Could not stand still.
I had one gig at Villa,
Mm.
we were just talking about before, and I was just mixing like house and bassline, like opening before Infect.
Yeah.
And even I was like jumping around shit, and there was like no one in the crowd.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't help myself.
Dude, but what's that classic saying? It's like, no matter how many people in the crowd, you always give 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
100%.
Always do the same thing. Because like, there might be 10 people in the crowd, but you're giving 100%, and then they're like, fuck, this guy's hectic. We're going to go watch his next show.
Yeah,
And that's 10 extra people you bring to your next show. That's like, you always give 100%.
That happened to me recently. I played a place and there was like no one in there, but I still like played the set I planned.
Yeah, yeah.
And the guy, he's like, "Oh, I appreciate you still going as hard as you did." I was like, "Well, you booked me for who I am. I'm not
Exactly
going
right.
to change it because no one's fucking in here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be my own fun."
All right, next question. Would you take 1 million right now, or would you take 1 cent that doubles every day for 30 days?
It's a hard question. Wait, what?
Don't make me do.
So
Bro, don't make me do math.
you get
now.
$1 million. So here you go, $1 million right now.
Yeah.
Or you get 1 cent today, and it doubles every day after that. So tomorrow it's 2, the next day it's 4, and so on and so forth.
For 30
For
days.
30 days.
I don't want to do math right now, so I'm just going to say $1 million.
I did the maths yesterday.
Yeah, I know you already know the answer. I can see your face.
Yeah,
That's a trick question.
It is a trick question.
Oh,
yeah.
really? What is it?
I'm not going to tell you. Which one do you prefer?
Well, now you said it. I'm
Yeah.
like, the cent.
But I'd straight up say $1 million because like at least straight away I got to.
Yeah,
I don't want to wait 30 days.
Yeah, I'd actually probably hit the mill just to buy a house. That's
Yeah,
it, done.
straight up. Exactly right.
Well, over 30 days, that 1 cent becomes $10.5 million.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'll
I'm
show you
waiting-
right now.
I'm
Show you
wait-
right now. Ready?
I'm waiting the 30 days, eh?
I'll screen record it and I'll put it on the screen as well. So hold on.
10.5.
So here we go. So you got 0. Fuck, I suck. 0.01 times 2. Okay, so that's 1 day, 2 days, 3. It's not working. 3, 4.
Oh shit, it's going.
No fucking way, bro.
10.7.
That's red hot.
This is why we're DJs, eh? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
bad,
Bro.
man.
I don't worry about. I don't count.
People
money.
like
I don't
keys
know
and
any-
shit. I'm like, nah, bro, just play the song.
Yeah, no, yeah. Mixing and key is still good though.
I don't really
I
understand
kind
it.
of, I kind of do
When
it,
you're
but
like
not really.
building, my manager's an absolute gets up my ass for it. He's like, when you do a set and it's like a big show set, it's like you're meant to build the set. Everyone like you don't want to just rinse them, you want to build them. But also rinsing's fun. And so like he's like, you want to build it up and like it's all mixed in key and it all like tells a story and a journey. And I'm like,
No,
Fuck
no.
nah.
I'm the
Go
same.
hard.
I am the same as you, right?
no fucking kid has the attention span for that
No.
coming to a show, peeking out of their minds.
I'm literally the exact same as you. I'm a heavy DJ, so I'm like, you book me for heavy,
Yeah.
the whole time would be heavy. I might play like,
balls to the wall.
I might like a classic white girl remix D&B or bassline tune.
Yeah.
But then I'm just going straight back to heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
I don't believe in like building it up. I get 100% like you said, I get bored.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a main act and they're late, I want fucking nuts from the start.
Yeah,
bro.
100%. Yeah, that's the best sets I've ever seen. Is literally non-stop.
Like headaches, bro.
Yeah.
For a
Oh
fact.
my God.
Skepsis, bro.
Oh, Skepsis was
Skepsis
sick.
is off
Even
his head,
Darksy
bro.
was
Yeah.
sick. Darksy was off his head too.
Yeah,
I like
Dark-
Darksy, yeah.
He
Darksy
played
was
a little
cool.
bit of everything, which is pretty cool.
But Skepsis, yeah.
Yeah, Skepsis.
DJ Skepsis.
It's just like watching him. Like he's got really good music, but he's actually a really good mixer as well.
And he's actually a hectic bloke too.
yeah, he is. Yeah.
But yeah, the headache show, that was just something else. And you know he doesn't use record box.
Yeah, we spoke
Yeah,
about
you
this
spoke
before.
about that? Yeah.
I don't know how the
I
fuck.
don't know how he does that.
I have to have when I play, right? Because I'm still fairly new. I only started mixing like
Last year.
like during COVID.
Yeah.
So I have to have every single song has to be cue pointed,
Yeah,
like every 8 bars.
I still do that.
Yeah.
have to. I can't do it. I can't not.
I still do that.
Yeah, well, people like some other people were like bullying me for it. Like, we got enough cue points. I'm like, bro, like if I miss the cue point, like I've got a backup.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what makes me
But
mix
it's smart.
faster.
It's
yeah.
smart. Yeah.
100%.
Why put yourself in a position that you're going to stuff up a mix when you can just
Exactly.
literally save yourself?
100%.
Facts.
So they're probably slow mixes, to be honest.
And what's more embarrassing? People go, oh, you got so many cue points, or oh, you fucked up that mix.
Yeah, exactly. You're correct.
I think
Very
I know
correct.
what I'd rather people be.
Facts.
Yeah.
Normalizing having a piss sitting down, yay or nay, from DeLion. I'm saying fucking yes, bro. I went for a piss sitting down yesterday.
I'd say yay.
Yeah. Oh well. morning glory, boy. I don't know about you, but like you get out your morning wood and you got to go to the bathroom and pee.
You have to sit down, bro.
You
can't be just you know what I mean? So I feel like it's already normalized. Like
Fair.
Doesn't your dick touch the water though?
Oh, that's something from last week that we could speak. You know how it's one thing if you change a little bit, it's weird.
Oh yeah, true. So last week we got a question saying, "What's something that?" I'll read the question actually.
What's something that is not? It's fine to do, but if you changed it slightly, would be fucked. So if you piss in a pool, right in the pool, that's fine. But if you got out and then pissed into the pool,
Yeah, that's weird.
It's fucked.
It's fucked. Yeah.
So there you go. So if you pissed, say you were at a club, pissing in a cubicle is fine. But if you sit down in a club and piss and someone found out, no one would talk to you.
Oh, that's disgusting, bro.
I couldn't do that, dude.
I
No club toilet that I've ever been in have I ever gone, I could sit down.
Nah.
It's not
Never.
shittable, eh?
No.
That's why I always try and push one out before I go because I'm like, I'm never shitting in a club, bro.
No, never.
Unless you get like open time and it's like all clean.
No.
But even then, I'm just like,
One of my mates used to shit, and like as soon as he got into the club, he'd shit every time.
why? Do it at home, bro.
I don't know if
Nervous
it's angry.
poo.
I don't know if
Nervous
it's
poo.
nervous poo or something, but he would go every club. He'd walk in and he would shit.
That's fucked, bro.
And like I'm
couldn't- I
talking
can't
like
do it.
Nah,
I'm talking like Metro's toilets, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking these toilets floor are constantly wet.
Yeah,
it's like a
surprise me.
swamp, bro.
Doesn't surprise
You're
me.
lucky to have a door sometimes. They're fat. They're that fat.
The toilet buttons all like taken off and shit.
No, well, I know some clubs that the security guards and like they take the doors off the guys' toilets. That's where everyone does. Their team. So yeah, they take the doors off the fucking thing because otherwise you just get seckies looking over the top.
Oh, they're knocking like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I went to one club that it was just like UV lights
That's
or
hectic.
just red or something because the light. So if you're doing coke or anything like that, you can't see it. Like it fucks up how much. Like you can't see the coke on whatever however you're doing it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just fucking no scope it. Just
Hope for the best. No scope.
you can tell COD's fresh in my head. Like,
Oh, yeah, actually, that's one thing I need to speak out really quickly. So this week, Pete Davidson started dating Emily Ratajkowski.
I was so jealous, bro.
Yeah,
When?
I've just said this week
You're kidding.
they started dating.
No, you're lying.
I'm not. They started dating this week. So the thing I want to talk about is
How does
crazy,
he do it, bro?
How crazy is his lineup?
How
bro?
does he do it?
Are you kidding?
He just came from
Ariana, Kim, Emily Ratajkowski, and he had another one before that.
Like I get it, but I don't.
no, he's a definition.
You could be a
of-
Pete Davidson, get some tattoos, bro. I reckon you're in.
Apparently, he's got a 9-inch cock.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's
Fuck.
got something, bro.
It's always
He must.
It's always the skinny white dudes that have the big cock.
Because like he's not like an A-list celebrity. He's not like he's like banking money. I mean, he probably is.
Probably
he's
is
still
now.
rich. He's still rich.
He's still loaded,
yeah.
but like compared to like a Kim K
or an NBA
You know,
player
he's
or
still
something
NBA
like that.
player, yeah.
No.
You know, he still lives in his mum's basement.
good on him.
Yeah,
Wish
like,
I did.
He just decked it out. Yeah,
Shit's expensive.
Vice went there to do a tour, and it's actually the nutsest pad, but it's in his mum's basement.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I still live at my mum's, and it's just like he has people over all the time smoking weed, getting tattoos.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's just the
Probably
nuts
looked after
pad.
his mum mad though. Like
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
bro, yeah, bro. I can't believe. He's
But that was like-
bro, you're kidding.
Swear to God,
she's
bro.
so hot.
Fuck my life.
She's off
man.
that Zac Efron.
On-
Yep.
yeah.
What was it called again?
It's that
The DJ movie. Yeah, it was Zac Efron.
It was actually such a shit movie as well.
I love when
I
he was,
loved it, bro.
No. I love when he was like the magic numbers 126. I'm like,
No, it's not.
No, I just remember the last scene of him making that song,
Mm.
and he's like up there playing it, and then I'm like, this song fucking sucks.
yeah. It's like it was like
Oh, We Are Your Friends.
really friends. Yeah, it was like
She's in
it was
Entourage
like
as
a
well.
wish at the end. He was like a wish Fred again, like pump it on the fucking.
yeah, but
launch
Fred
pad.
again's actually got good
That's what I'm saying.
music.
He's a wish, like the wish version of fucking Zac Efron, bro.
Well, on to like talented artists. Who's like your top 3 right now? You think in talent wise, any genre, or
Any genre.
like not talent, but just like your top 3
Artist.
artists right now.
Big or small?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, dude, look.
In your opinion, right now,
Not
Who you been rinsing
not,
the most?
Not just because he's my mate, but Leatrix.
oh, 100%.
Dude could make any genre. You could literally sit there and go make a classic folk song, and he'll be like, "All right, give me 10 minutes." Like it's ridiculous. That guy is he's king. I reckon he out of like the EDM scene, like any like not just bass music.
Yeah,
I reckon he's top 5.
100%. I do agree with you.
Or I'd be pushing top 3.
Yeah.
because I've seen him make stuff that is never gonna get released. That's not even like bass music. I'm like, dude, what are you? Like, what is
Please release it.
yeah, and just the way he works. But yeah, other people pumping it. Boo. Like
Bo? Is it Bo? Or
Bo? Boo. I think it's Boo.
It's a Boo. Really? I
Yeah.
thought it was Bo.
No, it's Boo.
True. Fucking oath.
Because he, again, same thing with drum and bass. It's like he'll make dirty roller stuff, but then he'll go and write a tune with Example. That's my favorite song ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, and it's like a radio friendly song.
Yeah, no,
So-
he's blown up a lot in the past.
Keen to see him.
Yeah.
He's coming out soon.
Yeah, he's coming to Perth as well.
And then can't get past Fred again at the moment. Fred again's pretty smashing.
Yeah.
But also Skin on Skin. I'm like, as I said, I'm getting real heavy into techno.
Skin on Skin.
I'm getting real heavy into techno.
I've always been a techno head, eh?
Yeah?
And then, like, because I love hardstyle. Like, hardstyle's
I
my
started on hardstyle.
Yeah, it's
I
probably my
produced hardstyle.
favorite genre of all time.
Yeah, I produced
And now-
hardstyle. The first thing I ever made was a hardstyle track.
You should make another one, bro. I got Avion to do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, Avion, make me a hardstyle track. He made me one. But then he was like, oh, like, I'm going to make a different one. And that's, do you follow Avion or anything
I do,
like
yeah.
Have you heard
He's got
it
a,
before?
he's
I've heard his stuff, yeah.
Yeah, have you heard the hardstyle
Not the
tune?
hardstyle.
he's got like a couple hardstyle kicks, then he gets into a dub drop.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I call
love
that Neff's tune, but he won't let me name it that.
I love when Keizo was doing that for a while. He's like,
Yeah,
body
yeah.
hardstyle with dubs. That was sick.
Kaizo's good. He makes hybrids.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it's so
he's something else, bro.
He's very talented.
But I grew up with like some of like the Sydney hardstyle guys. Like, if you heard of Firelight or like Anderex, like they're like they played the last Knockout or Epic or whatever it was, the big hardstyle thing in Sydney. They're like the hardstyle guys in Sydney. And I grew up with them. Like when I was making hardstyle and stuff, I wasn't very good, but
Yeah.
I loved hardstyle because DEFCON was in Penrith and we all thought we were cool.
I want to go to DEFCON so bad.
Yeah, dude, it's where I live. It's literally down the road.
I've just that's
Does it,
like
like,
the
rattle
one
your
place I wanna
windows?
go.
Does it rattle your windows?
So they turned it down. Like when we were younger, like say like 14, 15, when like the earlier ones are on, you could. I live in so it's like Penrith all the way down there, and I live in like a little suburb next to it, and it's probably like a 15, 20-minute drive to get to where DEFCON was. You could hear it.
Like you'd like clearly
See the lasers. You could see the like fireworks and like especially the end show, like when everything's like cranking. But you could hear like just the.
Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah, that's what you could hear.
The
like,
people like living around it must have to get free tickets, hey? Like,
oh, yeah.
fuck, like,
Well, I mean,
imagine trying to
they
sleep.
do get free tickets, mate. It's at their fucking front door.
Like, imagine them sleeping. They're just like, dum, dum.
Yeah, it was at the Regatta Centre, which is where they did the rowing and all that for the Sydney Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's literally on an island. So it's like
So sick.
The whole Regatta Centre is like this big strait of water where they did all the rowing and I don't know what else they do there, but like
Yeah.
and it's like in the middle you go over a bridge and it's an island and that's DEFCON.
Bro, imagine all the people leaving that over
Yeah.
the bridge. Fuck.
Oh,
They used to have it here, but they cancelled it, eh?
Nah, never was in Perth.
Didn't they? I swear they cancelled DEFCON.
they did, yeah, because
Someone died there, eh?
a
Or
lot of people died.
few people died.
A lot
yeah.
of people died.
It was like
It's like Stereosonic.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
got cancelled here.
yeah, well, Festival X is Stereosonic now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same guys.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They're coming back. You excited?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh dude, I'm so nervous to play that.
Is it like a local stage?
No. So there is. So I think there's 3 or 4 stages because I know the first Festival X I went to, which is before COVID, it was the main stage, the base stage, and then like a trans stage.
Okay.
And then now they've added the local stage, but I got put on the base stage.
Are you like earlier on?
Yeah, I'm playing 2:30 to 3:30
Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking, so that's your first festival?
first. Yeah.
Nice.
Still,
Big
like-
stage.
Yeah, right. I'm shitting myself.
Yeah.
It's so because it's like I've seen horror stories. I've never played a festival before. Played big like venues and stuff,
Yeah.
but like festivals, I've seen horror stories where like the booth monitor's pumping, but nothing's going on out there. Like the big speakers,
True.
it's like that's not a DJ's fault. That's all like the tech guys
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But like I've seen horror stories where they're on stage going, "Yeah, let's go,"
And everyone's like,
we can't hear nothing. And I'm like, so obviously, like again, that's not the DJ's fault. That's the tech guys. But I can just. I always think of the worst.
that'd be a big opportunity for you. You could like, see Lude and meet like Sub Focus and
Oh, dude,
Wilkinson.
yeah, I will be like hanging off Sub Focus and Wilkinson all
Yeah.
day, and then kissing Calvin. That's all I want to
Yeah,
do.
kiss Calvin, yeah.
Give Calvin a big old kiss.
The handsome motherfucker, eh?
Dude, just like
That's like the one reason I'm
play bounce, just play bounce
Bounce,
for me
yeah.
in like our own little room together. Just play it, and I just want to experience bounce.
Let me look in your eyes. We play bounce.
Dude. Come on, that's my childhood right there. Is bounce.
Yeah, that's actually what I said. Like, that's my one reason I want to go is because Calvin Harris growing up was such a big influence on me for like
100%.
bass music, like EDM kind of music. You know what I mean?
That was the sound back then.
That was the
Calvin
sound.
Harris.
Yeah, like
all
him
the
and
stuff he
David
did with
Guetta
the-
and stuff.
Yeah, an example that he did. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I'm keen for Festival X. That's so not next week and the weekend after in Sydney.
nice.
It's 2 weeks away.
You're on a Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, this is on a Sunday, bro. And no public holiday.
Oh,
I know you can't say.
that's red hot.
Ouch.
Yeah, saving money, hey? Fucking
Yeah, no, but
dogs.
you're still going, but
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, it's at Claremont Showgrounds here, and that's probably the best spot to have a festival.
Yeah.
Because there's a train line on it.
yeah,
So-
that's mad. Ours
yeah.
is Sydney Olympic Park, so it's like, trains. It's
Easy to get out, yeah.
It's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from my
Yeah.
house.
See, we have a fest, like, listen out.
Mm.
Ours, that one's in Joondalup, and now where we are, it's like another 30 minutes up north.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like far, and it takes about, 20, without a fucking thousands of people walking with you, it's like a 15-minute walk to the train.
yeah.
From the festival grounds.
That's what's good about Sydney is that all our festivals are in like the Domain.
Mm.
That's like Fisher just did his one.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like 30,000 people.
Yeah.
Or some of the clips from that
From the
his
Sydney
shows.
show.
Dude,
The Fisher.
wild, hey.
Yeah.
Like that's just his show. That's like people coming here and doing a show at the court, and it's like that's their show. He did a fucking festival.
yeah, by himself.
I said to
Yeah.
my missus last night, I was like, Fisher's not the best DJ.
No.
But what makes him one of the best is his stage presence.
Yeah.
And
it's insane.
And his social media.
Yeah, social
Yeah.
media, bro. He's got,
insane.
he's just a character.
Dude, that's exactly right. That's what
And
people
he-
want to see, bro. They want to be invested in, like, the music can be great, but like they want to be invested in the brand and they want to be invested in the person, the artist themselves. This is why like all like singers and rappers and stuff, everyone loves them because they, like, especially rappers. It's like if they rap about gangster shit, it's like, do you live that shit? It's like, well, we want to hear about it.
Yeah.
And then if they live it in real life, it's like, well, you're really invested in these people. Same thing with DJs. It's like Fish is a funny cunt, so
Yeah.
we want to go watch you be a funny cunt.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like, he gets around the crowd. Like I saw like
Yeah.
people like on their personal Snapchats on the fence line, and he's like hugging them.
Dude,
like,
I saw
"Let's fucking go."
so many B-reels of like just him just like
Yeah.
wigging out with everyone because he's all about it, bro. He's just a party animal. Like you
He's
can just
awesome,
tell.
man. He's one of my favorite people on the earth.
Yeah, 100%.
He's hilarious.
Paul's pondering. It has to be the best thing on,
If I could
social
party,
media.
if I could party with one guy, I'd probably be with Fisher for like
Yeah.
a weekend, not just one night, a weekend. Because I could imagine the mischief you get up to.
Well, we did talk about that last week. We did 3 people you'd kick it with. Who would your top 3 be to kick it with?
Oh, shit.
Alive.
Alive.
Has to be alive.
That's not fun. Alive. Well, it depends. Like, what do you mean by kick it? Like, are we partying? We chilling? We having a chat?
Chilling.
Joe
chatting.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, 100%.
Yeah, I would say normally like, you know,
I'd honestly, it'd be the number one. I'd be the number one podcast. I'd just pick his brain with everything because I've listened to. I don't even know how much hours of Joe Rogan.
Same. Yeah.
Well, now that I say that, Andrew Schultz, I love Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
my favorite comedian, and then again, I was like, I'm gonna keep saying comedians because
I said 3 comedians as well.
All I do is listen to comedians and Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon, that'd be a good
Yeah,
one.
I went and saw Tim Dillon in Sydney, and I nearly pissed myself 5 times. He is the funniest cunt I've ever heard, ever. And just his podcast when he just sits there and just rants for like
by himself.
30 minutes about just shit that you really could spend 5 seconds on, but he just like spreads it out. It's like, oh, dude.
It's just hilarious.
But yeah, Schultze, and that whole crew, like Arkash and all that, I'd love to meet them.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, I
I
s-
just watch their, like, they come to Australia and do like stand up and just, it'd be sick.
Yeah.
I said Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, and Chris D'Elia.
Oh god, Joey Diaz would be mad just to
Yeah.
hear his stories.
Who's that cooked unit that he's not a
Theo
comedian?
Vaughn?
No, he's not a comedian. He's
Bravo. Is it?
not Eddie. There's a guy who's just really fucking like
Is he on
full
Rogan
on
and stuff?
conspiracy theory. Yeah, one of those conspiracy theories. Like, what's his name? Something Jones, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Alan Jones. Is that Alan Jones?
No, fuck. What's his name?
The guy who said he got in trouble, he got cancelled because he said the Sandy Hook thing wasn't real.
Yeah, it was him.
It's Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, yeah.
Alan Jones
I would
is the
love to pick
Australian
his
like
brain,
news
bro.
guy.
Oh, that's the bigger guy, eh?
Yeah.
He was on Full
fucked.
Send.
Or,
Was he?
Yeah, he was on Full Send.
Yeah.
although you know who else
Alex
I actually
Jones.
wouldn't mind having a chat with? Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew.
Andrew Tate.
He's a good speaker. I will
Yeah.
give it. He knows how to.
I do not agree with
sense.
a lot of what he says.
100%.
But like, I just like to chat to him to see like how'd you get
How
to,
he
how'd
works.
you get to this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, legit. And he could go on to that point for a good 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
you would be invested in it
Yeah.
and hearing it because he's so well spoken.
That's what's so good is that he's well spoken. He's like confident in what he says, so you listen straight away.
yeah, 100%.
I really do think he puts on a character though.
100%. I reckon most.
I don't
of it
think
is,
that's what he's already like.
I reckon most of it is a character.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that I see these days. Like, do you follow any COD streamers?
Nah.
There's a
I
girl.
watch streaming.
There's a girl called Nadia.
Oh, is that I think I saw it on TikTok. Is she
Yeah.
the one that cheated and everyone like?
Well,
She's so peng butt for.
she's so hot.
everyone says she cheats, right?
Yeah.
I don't think she cheats. I think she's obviously just good. And a lot of the COD community is men. So I think a lot of people
Yeah,
see
they're
a
jealous.
girl's good and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
she's cheating. And, you know, people making TikToks saying, I saw her snap onto someone and all this kind of stuff. But what she did was that she let that lie continue
100%.
on, and you know what I did?
Dude.
Now she's got millions
Dude,
and millions
all
of followers.
publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, bro. She
It
didn't
does
give a
not matter.
Now
Facts.
she's making money. He doesn't give a fuck, bro. He
Yeah.
doesn't care what people think, bro.
Exactly right. That's the same thing with Tate. He's like,
He's still growing.
yeah.
Like he's been banned, but he's still growing.
Yeah. Dude, what's that thing he went over to when he got cancelled? That website. It's not the Trump one. It's the one where like it's pretty much like Twitter and they can do videos and stuff and stream, but it's like there's no no one's monitoring them. I can't remember. But he brought over like 500,000 new subs or something in like the first week.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, and he's like, I own this place now. I was like,
Yeah.
you do. Like,
He's got that mentality, like this is fucking my building now.
I do like. Don't get me wrong. He says the wrong things. Like he projects the wrong messages, especially to young people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what I do respect about him is that he will never he won't backpedal if someone pushes him. He's
confident in what he says.
Yeah, he stays on his point.
And that's why a lot of people actually like him is because with like everything that's going on with cancel culture and stuff. It's like if you don't toe the line, then like you get cancelled. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a feeling there's people out there that don't even care about the topic. They're just doing it to make this famous person get brought down.
that's the same thing. Like you guys like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a lot of people think he's like a nut, but one video I saw on TikTok where he was like, what does no one care about like the young male like anymore? Like it's like that's where all the problems are coming from these days. Everyone blames them and he's like, I'm just trying to stand up and give them a voice and no one cares about them anymore. And he got like real upset about it. And I was like,
I really like him, man. Like
good.
he speaks really well.
And it's the thing, dude, if you can that's what like a lot of people have problems with conversations these days. People get so emotionally invested and they get so angry and upset when they're speaking, and you sit there and you go like, are you really like confident in what you're saying? Because you're getting so upset and so angry over like the topic where like you see these other guys who everyone goes, nah, you're an idiot, whatever, but you listen to them and you go, well, they're confident in what they're saying, so they obviously are coming from a place where they've got experiences into like what they're talking about. Because I find a lot of the time like if people aren't confident in what they're saying, they don't have a lot of experience in what they're saying. It's just like they're sort of just going off like all guns blazing.
It happened recently to one of close mates.
Also, I'd love to meet Troops.
Troops,
I'd love to meet Troops.
Yeah. Well, one of our close mates recently, he said female, and another girl went off at him because he said female, and he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, don't say female because it's got male in it." And it's like, what? Like,
it's all getting a bit red hot.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you after, but yeah, someone went off at him, like a girl went off.
I understand. I am a bit of a feminist at heart because I grew up with girls and I love women.
I'm exactly the same.
I grew up with my nan and my mum.
So I definitely am. I do believe that there is some sort of inequality in some things, but at the same time, people have taken it way too far.
It's the loud minority.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, that's what. Listening to like. Especially, it's real bad in America. I don't think it's too bad here in Australia.
It's not too bad here, no.
I think, like, in Australia, like, we're pretty chill.
Well, like,
everyone just gets along.
Do you watch Big Mouth on Netflix?
No, but I've heard.
I just watched the finish the new season, right? And one episode that kind of, it little bugged me a bit is that the daughter in the show was saying to his dad and his new partner were having a baby. And she was getting furious at the fact that they should make the baby come out and give it no gender, even though it was coming out a girl. And she was having a full argument in this show about that. It is that you shouldn't give the baby the right to pick its gender, like to, like come out as gender. Like you don't have a right to pick its gender. You should let it pick, even though it came out as a girl. Yeah. And I kind of like disagree with that kind of fact that like it comes out a girl and that's the baby's own choice when it grows up to pick. Like it's no parent right.
I am more than happy for anyone. Like when you're an adult, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly, I agree. Your parents, I don't think your parents should have a right to be like, oh, my baby's isn't it until it figures out what it wants to be when it grows up.
I just think when you're an adult, again, just do whatever the fuck you want.
100%, I agree.
Yeah. What you want, you're an adult.
Facts.
Fuck. It doesn't bother me. Like I don't care.
I don't give a fuck either. As long as you're nice to me and I'm nice to you, like that's all that's gonna matter, bro. Like I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. As long as you're a decent human being, I don't care what you do in your private life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You want me to call you like he, she, they? I don't give a fuck. I'll call you whatever you want me to call you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm the same. I feel like it's not fair to pick. Like you can't call it it. It's not fair.
No.
Because then it grows up and then it doesn't.
There's been heaps of
You know, it
cases
doesn't
like
feel right.
recently where people have actually got like the surgery to like transition, and then they've
On the baby or on themselves?
No, like
Oh, on
themselves. Yeah. And then they've regretted it later.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that so young. Like, you know, especially like kids are like 13. You know, fuck, bro, what the fuck was I doing at 13?
No, I probably wouldn't let my kid until like maybe like 8. Like
I would wait until they're an adult. Then they can do whatever they want. But like when you're young, you're influenced by things around you.
Exactly right.
Whereas now it's like I'm not as influenced.
Nah,
you know,
yeah.
like if you did something stupid, I'd probably join in. But like I wouldn't like change the way I'm thinking or anything. You know what I mean? But if when you're younger,
Like the classic, like your frontal lobe's not even developed to like males even later.
Yeah.
It's like 25. 25, yeah. So like God, like I'm 24, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
exactly,
So, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, but yeah.
Well, moving on from that topic, 'cause we ran on for a while. So just want to get into a bit more music. We normally ask every artist that comes into to this podcast, just a bit of advice to the people and like how like you got into music production and to help people that want to get into music production, what they should do.
So I've been DJing since I was 16, and you can be the best DJ in the world, but unless you're making music,
You won't get the biggest slice.
you probably will just be like you won't progress in your career, because like as I said, the best DJ, try and name me like a really really good DJ that's not a producer or that hasn't released music. It's like
Hot Dub Time Machine?
doesn't he release music?
No, I don't think he does he?
yeah, but he has his own label and shit.
Oh yeah, I swear he
It's
releases
different.
music.
He probably does.
But isn't his whole thing about like starting from the 60s and something going all the way to recent?
I don't know, I've never seen Hot Dog.
Okay, we'll move on.
Totally.
Then.
But yeah, no, like that's what I like. We were DJing and we played because I was DJing with a mate. We did it together. We played Good Life when we were younger.
Yeah.
And did you guys have good?
Yeah,
Good
we
Life?
did.
Yeah, we
Good
did.
Life, yeah.
Will Sparks in a fucking shed,
Sparksy,
mate.
Yeah, 100%. And we met Elliot, which is my manager now at Good Life. He was a stage director.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, you guys are good. Like, bring crowd. You guys have got it. Can DJ, whatever. He's like, but learn how to produce.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck, how the fuck do we do that? And then we started making hardstyle. And then we're like, hardstyle's not the play. And then we got lessons off a mate from Sydney. He just taught us Ableton because we're on FL.
Yeah.
And everyone in Sydney is pretty much on Ableton.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more resources like schools and stuff. Like we didn't go to school, but like there is like Ableton schools and like stuff more online and stuff. Found out a lot of the Europeans now, especially drum and bass producers, use FL, which is fucking thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But we learned Ableton, like just the ins and outs in Ableton, and then I just fell in love. I just got addicted because it's like once you like
push past that.
Once you like make something that's like half decent, you go, holy shit, and then you want to keep bettering yourself. Like every single track I make now, I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever made, and then the next one I make, like, this is the best thing I've ever made.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I've ever made, and I'm like, it just keeps going. You're like continually chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
It's probably not the best like. It's a drug term, but yeah. But like literally though, like you're chasing like that high every time you make something sick, and like you send it to your mates and stuff. But my biggest, also is the biggest thing I could say is don't give up, because there's a plenty of time. It's the old cliche, don't give up, but it's actually serious. Like the amount of times where I've sat there and I've made stuff and I've gone, fuck, this is not going anywhere. It's like this is, like, and you have mental blanks. You can't make anything like. It happens all the time, but you just got to keep pushing through it. Like, because the best stuff I've made recently, especially like all the stuff that's like really going good on like my Spotify and like SoundCloud stuff, is literally like mistakes. It was not mistakes. It's just like stuff where I've
happy accidents.
Happy accident. Literally,
bit of Bob Ross influence
like,
on it.
Literally though, it's like I didn't set out to make this. It's just like as I was making, I've gone, oh, I'll take it this way. Yeah, I'll take it that way, and just don't give up, because. I didn't give up, and I'm still like literally now like reaping the rewards of like from an 18-year-old who learnt Ableton in like a guy's basement. Yeah, pretty much what it was. And it's like now where I'm like touring and like I'm signing deals and record deals and stuff. It's like, it's getting there, and it does take time. Yeah, there is those stories where people blow up overnight, but they've been working at it for ages as well. Anyone like Vibe Chemistry who's playing today. He's like, how long you, like, we were chatting at dinner last night. How long have you been producing for? I was like, I think I was 18, so like 6-7 years now-ish. And he goes, I've been going since I was 12.
How old is he now?
26.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same as Venom.
Yeah, true.
And Dexam. They started when they were like, what, 14, 15?
Yeah, 13, yeah.
Ethan's, like, Leatrix the same. Been doing it since he was like 13, 12. And like absolute don now.
Yeah.
It's just seriously, it's because it's all like, what's that class, the 10,000 hours thing?
Yeah.
It's like you're a master at 10,000 hours.
not for that.
I feel like, yeah, I've definitely done it for 10,000 hours, and I feel like I'm no master yet. I'm still learning new stuff every day.
Yeah, 100%.
And the best thing that sort of happened to me is, you guys might not think it's the best thing, but my laptop's motherboard gave out about 2.5 months ago, and I didn't have backups. So I lost everything. I've lost tracks that I could rewrite them, but they're never going to be the same.
Yeah.
And it was good at the moment because I'm like starting to rewrite stuff now. And I was in a little, like, I'd use the same project and then like just change it. And like, so I was, because that's when you really like start to get a sound, you just keep like rinse and repeating the sound because that's your sound. So you keep going, but then you get real comfortable and you just start making shit that you're like, oh, it's not like, you're not really pushing the boundaries anymore. But now I don't have a template. I have nothing. So it's like, I've just been, yesterday, like I only got that laptop fixed Thursday.
Yeah.
And
I remember you sent that to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Been re-downloading stuff. And I'm like, I was like working on stuff and I'm like, oh, this is so much better. Like you put yourself in like a real uncomfortable zone and you're like making brand new stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing stuff like that, getting out of your comfort zone as well. And then people say like, people can't sit at a desk and write, like go outside and do all that stuff. If that works,
yeah,
that works.
I've seen Ethan write like songs in a park before. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I like sitting at a desk because it makes me think like work mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get too distracted if I'm outside.
I couldn't. No.
I'm like, fuck, there's a dog.
Yeah.
It's like, I couldn't do it. So like I do that. But yeah, the number one thing is don't give up. And also, Elliot always just said this to me, like my manager, he said, is it replicate until you can innovate?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like,
keep going until you can
it's like,
do your own, basically.
People get scared of like being like copying people, right?
Yeah.
It's not copying. So every artist, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter you're a singer, you're a rapper, you're a producer, it doesn't matter. You have influences and you want to sound like your influences. Like my biggest influences in drum and bass is Suki, Headaches, K9. It's like these are the guys, they're the big guys. So you want to sound like them, you want to be like them, right? They've paved the way. That's how you want to do it. So the best advice I got was replicate so you can innovate. So get a Suki track, put it into your like Ableton or FL and go, all right, how has he done this? Intro, start with the intro. It's like, okay, what's he done? He's gone Reese bass. He's got a couple of chords here, little ARP melody on top, whatever. And so you do that and you go, okay, so this is how a track's made. And you learn. Like I got one of my good mates back at home. He wants to learn producing. I was like, dude, do this. Get a track, put it in there, see what they've done, copy it all the way out. And while you're trying to copy it, you're never gonna nail it because
that's them.
They're dons. They're dons. You're never gonna get the sound. But what you're doing is you're learning, and then all of a sudden you're sculpting your own sound as you're doing it. Because you're like, oh, I'm gonna give it a red hot crack to see what they've done, and you've gone, I'm not sure I understand. She doesn't get it. So it's like you're sculpting your own sound as you're trying to replicate them, and that's the thing is like you replicate until you can innovate. So it's like you do your best you can, like trying to get to the sound, and then all of a sudden you're innovating, you're making your own sound.
Yeah, that's exactly what who said that? Was it Dasim or Nexus said that they did the same thing when they started. They put a tune in. Yeah, they still do it. He said. Yeah, he said you put us a tune in, and then you know,
that's the idea.
It's like, the exact same thing.
You do it also now. I do it because like when you like doing mixes and masters, it's like I'm comparing what my track sounds like to like a fully mixed master track from like these big guys because you want to get it as loud and everything like that. So that's always at the bottom. But especially if you get stuck, I do it. If I get stuck and I can't think of anything, I'll put a track in, like whatever's trending on Massive Drum and Bass on Spotify, whatever's like, I'm like, oh, what have they done? That's like their track's getting picked up by Spotify. Like, and as I said, you're not copying. You're literally listening to what's popping at the moment. And then you're like, all right, now what can I put onto that? And so that's what people get scared of. They're like, oh, I'm copying. I'm like, I'm. But you're not. You're not going to learning. It's like you're never going to learn. Like it's the same thing like sport.
Yeah.
It's like, everyone's like, you ask any kid now, it's like, who do you want to be? And they're like, Ronaldo, Messi. And it's like, they'll try and do all the moves that Ronaldo, Messi can do, or rah, rah, rah. It's the same thing with music. It's like, you want to be like the big guys, you may as well like, it's your influence. That's what it is.
Fuck, I was invested in that. That was sick. That was really well spoken. Yeah, no, that's
very well spoken.
I think that's the problem I'm having right now is that like, you know, I'm getting all these sets and stuff, but I want the bigger ones and you're not going to get it. And I'm just trying to push past that boundary of, you know, making music and getting past that part where it's too hard and then you're like, fuck, I've actually just made something. Let's fucking keep going, you know?
Dude, YouTube's your best friend.
Yeah.
I learned off YouTube.
So I learned everything that I do on YouTube as well.
Dude, it's the best place. Like I learned Ableton off a guy because I didn't know how to work Ableton. I was an FL boy.
Yeah.
I learned just the ins and outs of the shortcuts on the keyboard, the how to do this, how to do that, how to put a mini clip in, how to do all this, put sample packs in, and then everything like sound design wise, I've learned off YouTube.
Okay.
Or if like other people that I've worked with.
Yeah, sick.
But YouTube's your best friend.
Sick. Nice.
Definitely.
Cool.
But also with like, as you said, taking the next step from a DJ to a producer and like becoming an artist, the best way to like get bigger gigs is what I found is like you go to like the shows that you want to play at and you support them and you get to know the people and you like the promoters and everything, and you just don't be annoying. You just say like how can I help out? I'm bringing this X amount of people down. Like I'm bringing 25 people down this week, and they're like, fucking 25 people. Shit, that's pretty good. Like to a promoter, I'm a promoter now. I'm like, that's 25 people. That's pretty good. Yeah. And it's like, oh well, I also DJ as well, and I'm bringing 25 people every week. If I play, I can bring 50.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's exactly what
I'm just throwing numbers out there. It could be any number, but it's like, do you know what I mean?
I understand, because that's exactly what happened to me. Like my first set I ever played, like, you know, I like, you know, asked for the guy, like, I'm ready to play a set. I've learned. And he's like, all right. And then I filled up the side room full of all my mates and people I know. And then he's like, yeah, fucking, that's it. Recurring sets.
People are like, oh, I DJ, I deserve sets. It's not, at the end of the day, music and like running events, it's a business.
Yeah.
Like promoters are putting their own money into running shows.
Yeah.
So it's like, promoters are also very happy to give new people shows, like all the time. Like I'm more than happy to put guys on who deserve it. And like, but the thing is, the best way to do it is, because there's so many DJs these days. It's like, how do you stand out to a promoter? You go, dude, I'm bringing 25 people down. Yeah. And he's like, holy shit, like you're helping the show. You're buying drinks. Like all that money goes back into the show, and you're like, hey, can I help out? Can I post some things? Like, can I I don't know, like help? I could be the door boy, door girl on the night, whatever, anything like that. Like to promoters, that's like, holy shit, this guy's like really invested. Yeah. And like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah,
that's good facts. Well, I think that's kind of the end now. We've gone for nearly an hour.
I do have one more question for you before we do.
Yeah.
We asked every DJ that comes on, if you could have one USB, who's you taking?
Headaches.
Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah, thought so. Straight up.
Although Suki's a close second, because I've seen what's on that USB, and when he played when he came out here, and he's doubles rival Headaches, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've seen Suki's sets are fucking wild. Yeah. But yeah, it would be Headaches. I'd take Headaches.
Yeah. Do you know something?
Or Skrillex.
Something I noticed about Headaches, right, is when you hear other DJs, say Suki or whatever, and their doubles sound literally perfect. With Headaches, I like that it sounds raw.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
I said that. I literally said the exact same thing to me and my best mate. Love Headaches. Look, we love drum and bass. Listen to every Headaches set. We send each other the fucking clips from the YouTube thing. Like, listen to this. And he said the exact same thing. He goes, dude, why does like Suki's and like all these like big guys, all their doubles are like perfect. It's awesome, but like Headaches is a bit raw, as you said, raw. It's because he's the way he mixes. He like, actually mixes. Yeah, he doesn't use record box, so he's like sitting there doing it. But like I think it's the Rampage set, and he did a double that wasn't really that good, but then you like sit there and watch how he like come up with it. He just did it on the spot. Yeah, he does them on the spot. He doesn't like plan them. Yeah, it's like he just does them on the spot. I'm like, fuck, dude, like that's.
I love how like different he is.
He's a god.
Yeah,
he's a really nice guy too.
Yeah. The way he mixes is just like. Yeah, like it's raw. It's not he's mixed, like making his set, like literally while he's there. Yeah, and I love that.
And when he goes back to back with Turno, fuck.
I'd love to see that, bro.
All right.
So
songs of the week.
I'm
sending you mine, Vin. So if you want to play mine,
and at every end of the show we do we do song of the week.
Yeah.
So you can go first as the guest. What would your song of the week be, mate?
My music taste is very vast. It goes everywhere. It goes from.
What are you pumping this week?
I'll give you the one that I'm pumping, but it's Don't Fuck Around, Skin on Skin.
I was literally typing Skin on Skin.
Yeah, he knows.
I love that song, bro.
Don't fuck
around. I actually was genuinely listening to that this morning.
Don't fuck around.
Come on.
Fuck off.
When I say DJ, you say fuck off. DJ,
fuck off.
That's an old time tune. That I sent you mine because mine's on SoundCloud, but I also have one for Spotify.
Are you gonna do your Spotify one first?
Hype Man Ting.
Skitsy
and Devilman.
Devilman's a don.
He's a goat, bro. Talk about GOAT MCs.
Drum and bass ting, hype man ting, pure vibes that we bring on a mosh pit ting. Energies, positivity, never negative, never. Living my life like a celebrity. Gratitude, success, integrity.
Fuck
You just had a memory that my first ever show when I was 18 was DJ Gov and Headaches in a small little bar.
That's hot.
Yeah, bro. That's when Headaches was like full jump up.
Yeah.
My one's Haunted by Original Sin and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, tune. Great project, by the way.
Switch it
Oh, stop.
now.
I love Belgian jump up.
Yeah.
Push it.
So fucked.
I got one on the SoundCloud as well.
Yep.
I just sent it to you. Hopefully it came through.
Before we jump on that, can we just like, how do you not know who Porter Robinson is, Lachy?
Yeah, I've never heard of him, bro.
In the car on the way here, they're like, "Oh, what are you listening to?" I'm like, "So I love Porter Robinson," and Lachy just turns to me and goes, "Who's Porter Robinson?"
Never heard of him ever.
Dude.
Right.
But I'm very bass only.
Fair.
Like at the moment, I used
fair.
to be rap heavy, and now since basically to some Vinny,
You would have
it's bass
heard language. I'll show you language in the car after this. And
So
it's the
this is your SoundCloud one. This is Psycho Boys Club and Silk? Sick?
Sick. Yeah.
Sick? Who am I?
It's techno.
It's techno.
Alright. I'm getting
Like
into
heavy
techno
kick.
so bad.
Yeah, it's so good.
I kind of want to make a side project.
You
Just like-
should.
yeah.
You should.
Yeah, I want to.
I love that shit.
All right, well, we got to get head. You got to have a shower, mate, because we're going to play a
You
show
fucking
soon.
stink, bro.
Yeah, it's that
Oh,
Sydney
by the way, BOM's getting a fine.
You are
Just
getting-
quickly, $2 being delayed today.
Your flight was delayed. You took ages to get out.
Yeah,
That was not my fault.
no, it doesn't matter. Sorry,
blame
we can't
conscience.
find no air. We can't find the air people. So you're getting fined, buddy.
And the other thing is, on his ticket, he didn't know how to find what terminal it was. He kept saying TD.
Oh, $3 then.
Yeah.
All right, that's going on Vinny's total.
Oh, shit.
That's going on Vinny's total.
All right. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Appreciate it.
Sick.
You're
Kill it
killing
tonight.
right now. Go stream BOM B.O.M
Yes,
on Spotify.
Spotify, baby.
Be With Me is one of my favorite tunes of the year, bro. Congrats on your year and keen for your future, mate.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's kill it today.
Let's go.
If you can't find it, it'll all be in the description on YouTube and all that good stuff. So
Thanks, fellas.
Let's
no
go.
worries.